they are a close family. You know, I've had this argument with people so many times, and it annoys me when people say they're not, because I've been there. You know, I've been around them. I've seen what they're like as a family. They're a close family. Obviously, in recent years, I don't know what it's like because I'm not there anymore. But what I know is that when it comes to Prince Charles's mother, their granny, she's somebody that they absolutely adore, and I have no question that they'll. So it's
Um,
just quite upsetting, you know. I think the whole thing.
yeah, I understand. Let's speak now to someone who knows the family better than most. Can I welcome Grant Harrold, former royal butler to Prince Charles, Prince William, and Prince Harry? Um, Welcome to the programme, Grant. What were your first thoughts when you heard that the Queen's doctors were concerned?
I was actually concerned the other day when she cancelled the privy meeting, because I thought, why have they announced that? You know, why are they telling everyone because it's not. So I mean, it happens, you know, regularly. So I couldn't see why they'd mentioned it. And then I thought, well, maybe it's just because they want to keep people updated on how she is. And then obviously when the news came today that they were concerned about her health, even then. I still thought, well, you know, maybe they're just keeping people updated. It was when they said that members of the royal family were all being summoned to go to Balmoral. That's the point when I knew this was very serious, because from my time there, you don't summon the royal family to the Queen's residence, Balmoral Castle, without a really serious reason.
And it's been a difficult time, I think it's fair to say, between the three men that you worked for, Prince Charles, Prince William, and Prince Harry. How do you
Mm.
think they're going to be feeling today? And is this a
Uh,
moment that might bring them closer together again?
I think it will. I mean, they are a close family. You know, I've had this argument with people so many times, and it annoys me when people say they're not, because I've been there. You know, I've been around them. I've seen what they're like as a family. They're a close family. Obviously, in recent years, I don't know what it's like because I'm not there anymore. But what I know is that when it comes to Prince Charles's mother, their granny, she's somebody that they absolutely adore, and I have no question that they'll. So it's
Um,
just quite upsetting, you know. I think the whole thing.
yeah, I understand. And did you ever meet the Queen?
Yes, yes, on many occasions. She even had a dance with me at Balmoral Castle.
Oh my
Actually,
goodness, you're the
we had a
lucky
dance,
man.
and she's an amazing person. I think I find it upsetting for a couple of reasons. Like with everyone else, it's the Queen, and we don't want it to go anywhere. I've recently, in the last few years, lost my parents. I know, you know, when you lose parents, it's really difficult. It's really difficult, irrelevant of age or who it is or anything. And also, from a really funny point of view, you know, I was thinking about this earlier on. You know, she's been alive during my parents' lives completely, my grandparents, even my great grandparents. So, you know, this lady has been around for a long, long time, and not having her around, it's like we'll all be losing part of us, if that makes sense. Do you know, she's something very special. I think even if you're not a royalist, I think people still agree with me. She is a remarkable and a special lady, and it's just horrible what's all unfolding before our eyes. We always knew, you know, that obviously she's 90, 96, 97, and of course, sadly, we don't all live forever. But still, with everything's unfolding, I pray that it isn't as serious as we're all beginning to think. But you know, with everything unfolding, of course, I think it makes us all kind of think this is a day that we all thought, we hoped and prayed it'd be many, many years away
Uh,
from now.
Grant, as we understand it, a plane containing 7 members of the royal family has now landed in Aberdeen
Mm,
Airport. And
mm,
I suppose it's a signal in a way that this is an incredibly, potentially sad family moment, but yet the eyes of the world are scrutinizing it for very obvious reasons. But how difficult do you think that is for members of the royal family to balance this sense that they just want to surround the Queen as her family, but they also need to live up to their duties?
It's very difficult, isn't it? You know, as I said, losing my family members, you know, you've got to kind of carry on. It's difficult. It's really difficult because the eyes of the world are watching them, you know, very closely, and what's going to happen over the next hours and days and weeks. Everyone's going to be kind of closely watching what's taking place. You know, the fact that all the royal family are now up there, and as you said, this private plane carrying, I think, other members of the royal family and members of the royal household. this is serious. This is definitely not what would normally. This would never happen, and I think they're all aware that they'll get through whatever's going on as a family, but it's going to be very strange days ahead, I think.
Just finally, we hear that the Craiggowan Lodge, which is the Queen's favourite property on Balmoral, has been updated and a lift put in
Mm.
and so on. Is that likely to be where she is now? I wonder if you've ever visited it. I've been there, and I mean, it's like going to a family home, a not particularly ostentatious family home at that.
You're quite right. I've not actually been inside it. I've been outside it, and you're right. It's a humble. Can I say? Would you agree? It's a humble kind of home. It's nothing like Balmoral. As to where she is, I have no idea. I haven't actually. I have been in communication, but I haven't actually asked. I assume that she'll be at the castle, but you never know, because the thing about Craignagown is, it was somewhere that she loved to be with Prince Philip. It was very much their little home together. So it wouldn't surprise me if she was there. But I think the reality is that she will be at Balmoral Castle, because she was officially in residence as of the end of July. She spent some time at Craignagown before she went to the castle, and then she's normally there until the end of normally the end of September, beginning of October. So I think most likely, unless who knows what's going on, unless she knew something was going on and she asked to go there, it is possible. But I think the likelihood is that she'll be at Balmoral Castle.
And just finally, how do you think the princes will be feeling, Prince William and Prince Harry?
Very,
Because they
yeah,
lost their mum so young, and I suppose in
yeah,
many ways the Queen has been, for
yeah.
just personal reasons, a very central figure in their lives.
Yeah, they'll be very. I know they'll be really emotional. There's no question in that. They're two young men. They're amazing. Not young men anymore. I forget. It's been a few years since
Grown
I saw
men.
them.
Mm.
Grown men. But they are amazing. And as I mentioned, they're very. In some ways, Prince William and his wife remind me. I think a lot of the Queen and Prince Philip. Not that I remember what they were like when they were younger, but I can imagine. That he takes a lot of guidance and advice, or they both do, from the Queen, as did Prince Harry, and if I can say, even the Duchess of Sussex, because obviously there was a time that she was shadowing the Queen. So the Queen has been, instrumental in guiding these younger royals and preparing them for their future. But they will be devastated. Prince Charles, we all see him as this kind of, we think he has got emotion. He has got emotion. They've all got emotions. So I think it's going to be very difficult for them. But as I said, as a family, I think they'll gather strength together. But this is where it's important, I think, for the family to all be together with whatever's going on, and supporting each other is what's needed. And they're around the Queen, and she'll love that, because family is everything to us. So she'll love the fact. She won't want any fuss at all, but she'll love the fact that her family are with her, especially if the news is as bad as we're all fearing. Then this will be important to her, that her family are with her.
Well, I think you'll probably be treasuring your memory of that dance for the rest of your life. Grant
Yes, I
Harrold,
will.
former royal butler, thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for joining us. And Grant, Matt, making it very clear there that this is a personal family moment. It is a huge global event, but it's also an incredibly poignant family gathering
I
that's
think
happening.
that's